Yup, it's that time again. Welcome back. Hello. Hey, Deetra. I have to figure out what to do during this part. You know, the part where I'm like waiting for people to trickle in. Like, once we get into it, then, then it'll be fine. Yeah, maybe for the folks who are already here, if anyone streams themselves or, you're interested in art stuff, I guess. Anyway, Deetra makes a bunch of, art assets for, other streamers. And then also, when she's doing the art stuff, streams it herself. So, check out Deetra if that's something that you're into, chill art stream. She'll be helping us out doing some of the assets for Balatro University. Yeah, we'll need some kind of splash screen here. We're gonna need, starting soon. Please wait. That's not true. I'm seldom late to class personally. I'm not usually late. If I'm late, then I just won't go. I just I don't want to interrupt them if I'm like 5 minutes late. But I've many a time fallen asleep in class. I want to say more than a third of the time fallen asleep in class. And this is like all throughout grad school too. There was one time, I was getting my master's in mathematics. I was skipping class so that I could work on the homework for that class. And then when the class was out, the teacher came down the hall, and then I had the office door open, and so he saw that I was working, and then so he gave me the handout for that day because he saw that I wasn't in class. Very chill dude. When I was in high school, I would always do homework in class for the next class. But then when I got to college and I stopped doing homework, then that's when I started falling asleep in class because I didn't have anything to keep me active. One of my professors in college saw that I was falling asleep in class and then called me out in front of everybody, and then he told a story about when you're a professional mathematician, your math faculty or whatever, we have usually there's a day of the week where we have talks. And so outside of your regular scheduled classes that you do, you just go and do a talk. You do a lecture about maybe your research stuff, what is the latest news, or maybe you give a talk about some kind of interesting subject, mathematics subject, just to get people interested. And so anyway, when I was in this class, the professor said he had a friend who would go to all of these talks. So the whole day he would go to 9 hours of these things back to back and fall asleep in every one. He would always sit in front, and then he would fall asleep in all of them. Like a 70-year-old man or whatever. All right, so the plan for today, Murphy, you got a doctor note? Hey, that's alright. Hey, whatever you gotta do, man. You'll be hanging out with Zeno tomorrow morning, right? That's still on? Probably not. Alright. Good luck, man. Good luck. Zano's gonna be streaming all day tomorrow, and then I'll be hanging out with him for part of it. Maybe in the afternoon, evening time. Maybe we'll go head to head. Maybe we'll compete against each other. We'll see. But the plan for today, I just want to warm up here with some, on the highest difficulty here, the gold stakes. Maybe teach you a thing or two, how I've been thinking about the game lately. And then when we get in, after a couple of runs, then we'll do a tier list. We'll do all the consumables. So like if we go to the collection here, where is it? All the tarot cards and all the planet cards, all the spectral cards. Yeah, maybe we'll do some kind of ranking. And then that way, when you're playing, what stuff to go for or not go for. Maybe, we'll see how it goes. Abandoned deck faces only. Hey, it's not impossible, but I imagine it would be pretty hard. Do stone cards count, Murphy? Because I've done that. Do all the only stone card run. Yeah, unspecified Saturday time, still unspecified. I apologize. It'll be around this time though. It'll be around the same time. All right, let's. I'm gonna play on the abandoned deck because it's the easy one. So for folks who aren't familiar, yeah, this is the we've got the experimental beta patch. So we got the new higher stakes here. So we got the orange with the perishable jokers and the gold with the rental jokers now. All right, so here I'm thinking about, we've said in the past, picking up the foil tag here, guaranteeing that we get the plus 50 chips to start is like a pretty good way to start the run. Get our early scoring online, and then we have some scoring to help us survive, and then it takes a lot of pressure off of our shopping. But with these new perishable tags, with these new rental tags, perishable stickers, rental stickers on the jokers, I haven't really been feeling it as much. I feel like, a lot of time you take the skip tag here and then you get a joker that you can't really use. Like, it's a lot more dangerous than it has been in the past. But, having the thing be free now, that's also a new change. Now whatever joker you get foil is also free. That helps. I think here, getting the 300 points on the abandoned deck, you can no longer get the high flush or the high straight, and so it has to be a full house, which is doable, but not super easy. One of the drawbacks of the abandoned deck, since you don't have the face cards are the ones that are worth the most chips, right? They're worth 10 points instead of all the rest of these worth less, and so yeah, it makes it a little bit harder to score early on until you get something like this, until you get the chips from your jokers. And so for this 300 points here, maybe more often than not, you're going to be playing two hands here instead of just one hand. And so that's kind of the same as, here 450 is also two hands, two even kind of low straights or low flushes. And so, considering that, if I skip here, it's kind of like the same difficulty, first round or second round. So you get typically less money here than you would on other decks, having to play two hands. I'm going to skip and I'm going to take the foil tag here. And then now, think about whether or not I want to take the polychrome. So polychrome, of course, this multiplicative bonus times 1.5 is very good later on in the game, especially if you get it on a joker that actually fits in your build. Here early, it's a little bit dangerous because, for one thing, the times 1.5 doesn't do very much in the beginning. Like if we go here, we have all of these are X4s, right? And so just 50% more to your score is not as much as if you got a plus molt bonus from a holographic tag, let's say, you know, plus 10 is way more than times 1.5. And so there's that factor. There's also, if I take the double skip here, then now I have to beat this boss 600 points, and that's really hard to, it's really hard to get a 300 point hand on the abandoned deck, and then getting two 300 point hands is even harder. Also, this is the hook, is one of the, I think of the anti-1 bosses, one of the more difficult ones where you have the random discards, makes it hard for you to get more than one hand. And so I think here the double skip is not advised, and I think in general the double skip is not advised, even on other decks. So we're going to pass on the polychrome tag and just play out the second round here. Hey, congrats Trey on your Black Stake victory. That's more than a lot of folks. All right, what are we looking at here? We've got 2 10s and 2 5s. We could go for the full house. I have 4 hearts already, so I think we'll go for the flush. All right, easy flush here so far with the hearts. Now we got to think about, you know, what is the second hand that we want to play. Oh, I was playing around with something earlier and then changed the game speed. Obviously, we got to fix that. Here, very lucky, we don't need to use our extra discard. We just have the full house, so we can submit it right away. Yeah, my bad, Murphy. I fixed it. It's times 4 now. Once you go times 4, you can't go back, right? All right, this is actually kind of great. So, you know, it gives us Lusty Joker here, gives us plus molt, is a good combination to go with our plus chips from the foil. Even though it's eternal here, so we're not going to be able to sell it, this could be exactly the kind of Joker that we're willing to stick with for a long time. So yeah, we'll pick that up here. With this in hand, I don't feel that I need to buy something else necessarily, or actually what I'm thinking about is if I here having both chips and molt is like an especially good combination that could help us survive for a long time. And so maybe here I can afford the seed money, I can afford to save up my money for interest after that. Since we just passed the big blind here, we're not going to get another opportunity at this. You don't understand why they nerfed the suit molt jokers. So this used to be plus 4, giving you a total of plus 20. Now it's plus 3, giving you a total of plus 15. Here I'll show you why. So if we go to the collection here, you know, Mad Jokers plus 10 now for 2 pair, plus 12 for 3 of a kind, plus 12 for straights. So here, you know, getting a straight is not trivial, right? Like there's some challenge to that for you to get this plus 12. Same with 3 of a kind. It's harder to get 3 of a kind than it is to get a straight. And then that's still the same plus 12 molt. And then so for these, you know, getting the flush is way easier than any of these. And if there's going to be this many of them, all 4 of these suit jokers, we want them to be brought more in line with these. So, you know, I think 15 total is comparable to here you're getting plus 12. So, I mean, there's that factor of it. There's also, you know, these are kind of what I call signpost jokers, where if you're just playing around and, you know, these things being common, they're going to come up very often. They're going to come up very early in your run. And so once you see one, it's like, oh, okay, that's the thing that I'm going to build my run around, or at least that's what I'm going to start. You know, the first 2 or 3 antes around is I pick up one of these common jokers and then, okay, now I'm doing straights. Now I'm doing flushes or something like that. And so there's 1 straight joker, 2 straight jokers, and then there's all of these suit jokers. And so if these are very powerful and these are very common, then you're just going to be playing flushes every time. And that's not great for the diversity of the metagame. So we're going to pick up the Lusty Joker here. We've got no money, so we'll just go next. You know, playing flushes every time is kind of a trap. Like, it's easy to assemble flushes. It's easy to manipulate your deck to like change some suits and stuff like that, and then play flushes very consistently. You could play 2 or 3 flushes in the same round. but then they are going to fall off late game, and if you don't get the appropriate, potentially very powerful jokers and card enhancements, then you're not going to be able to win with flushes. You're not going to be able to score enough in the end game. And so I think, giving folks incentives to do things other than flushes, I think is healthy for, their success, rather than, getting trapped by trying to play flushes. All right, here I'm going to go for the hearts again, since we already got 3 in hand. There we go, that's it. The full house would also work here. Actually, we don't need that many hearts. We only need maybe 2 pair in hearts, because we have the chips also. And then so you can already see, like here, 2,000 for a flush. That's enough to win the next 3 rounds. And so if this were plus 20 instead of plus 15, we would be scoring, like almost 3,000 points. Not quite 3,000 points, but almost 3,000 points. And then that would be enough to, if we go into the collection here, 3,000, that's the small blind for ante 3. And so you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to survive, the first 7 rounds with just 1 joker, right? And that's why we reduced it down to plus 3 here instead of plus 4. Yeah, we're doing gold stake, so it's, theoretically the high difficulty setting, but we're playing on the abandoned deck because it's the easy one, so we're still chilling. All right, how about I could pick up the devil here for the money. I do want this. Generally, I do want overstock, but I'm not 100% sure on whether we'll be able to afford it. So here, do I want this polychrome? I said I didn't want to take the polychrome earlier because if I did the double skip, I didn't have any jokers and I would have lost to the boss. But now that I have the Lusty Joker, and I know Lusty Joker will basically just clear everything, all 3 of these, now maybe I can afford to do this skip. Or maybe what we can do is if I take this polychrome here and I take this rare tag here, then there will be a guaranteed rare, and that rare will be polychrome. We get the combo. We get the cold cut combo here. All right, let's go next. All we got to do is hit 4,000 or 2,000 with hearts. Hey, don't let Zano see this. Don't let Zano see me doing the double skip there. Don't you rat me out, Murphy. Alright, what do we want to turn into gold? How about a gold 10? Why? I don't know. So, what I would prefer to do, I would prefer to make a gold hearts card. What I like to do is, whatever I'm building around, I like to put the gold onto that same card. And so here's why. I've said this in my videos, but if you haven't heard that lesson before, gold cards, you're rewarded for holding them in your hand, so put it on a card that you like to have in your hand. Put it on a card that you never discard. If I'm playing hearts for Lusty Joker, I never discard hearts, and so I put the gold on the hearts. And then you might be thinking, well, if I put the gold card on the hearts, then sometimes I'm forced into a situation where I have to play the gold card. I ran out of discards and I have to play the gold card and I don't get the money. Yes, you don't get the money, but at least you didn't lose. Right? If I have this 10 of diamonds as the gold card and I'm trying to hold on to the 10 of diamonds while I'm doing my other draws and discards and stuff like that, then I'm playing with -1 hand size to hold on to this 10 of diamonds. And from the previous iteration of the gold stake, having the -1 hand size is brutal, right? That's run ending. And so it's fine if you make the hearts into gold. That's what I prefer to do here, but since I don't have that option, then I'll put it on a 10 because if I'm playing on the abandoned deck, I'm thinking about what cards can I try to get duplicates of. I can always use strength to turn 9s into 10s, 8s into 10s, that sort of thing. Yeah, so it's the same with gold cards, steel cards, what else? The blue seal. So, here's kind of the worst case scenario, right? It's a it's a rental. That means we got to pay. I don't feel great about that. I don't feel great about having to pay $3 every round. But you know, if the thing that you're gonna do, if you're gonna play straights, then this is the way to do it, right? Even if it's got the rental. So you know, normally the order, what is it? It costs like $8 or whatever. So you know, over 3 rounds, the rental is actually cheaper than like buying this. And like after 3 rounds, I kind of want to have this. You know, these are not necessarily incompatible here. What we can do is we can go for straights that just have 2 hearts in it, or just even 1 heart, because this is times, you know, 4.5 or whatever. Let's do it. Also we're in the abandoned deck, and part of what makes the abandoned deck easy is with the small deck size, you can basically get whatever hand you want on demand. So let's go next. Alright, do I want a holographic here? Have we skipped too many? I think we just play out the first one here. Yeah, I'm a recovering mathematician. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Alright, so here the 10. I think we gotta throw it away so we can make sure that we get our straight here. So 7, 8, 6, 5, 3. Wait, that's not a straight. Wait a second. Hold on. There we go. That's a straight. Trust. Alright, so we got 5,000 for that straight. So as long as we get 2 hearts is enough. 4,500 for a straight. 6,000 we can do with 4 hearts if we get 4 hearts. Yeah, weird looking 3 on that last one. Let's see here. Clever Joker, no. Arrowhead, probably not. Probably, you know, we don't want the extra chips for spades if we got hearts already. I do want Wasteful Voucher. I do want an extra discard. So I'm going to save my money for interest, make sure we're paying our rental fee here. Normally I would like to pick up the Celestial packs. If I am playing straights, I want to get as many Saturn cards as possible. So I suggest, you know, even if it costs you a little bit interest, then it's still worth it to buy the Celestial packs. But since I have the rental here, I need to save my money for this first, unfortunately. All right, how about... let's go for a 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was enough last time, so it should be enough this time. We can discard for more. Just to check. Okay, so if we do hit the 3 hearts, the 3 hearts does dunk on this boss here. So the boss says, you know, can only no repeat hand types. So maybe if we do get the straight with the 3 hearts, it works. Or we can play 1 straight and 1 flush, also works. Here's a Saturn card, that's huge. Blue Joker, I don't feel like paying the rental fee for. Between these things, maybe an extra discard is worth it. It is going to cost me interest here, but I think that's worth the interest. Having the extra discard is that powerful. You know, people complain about the -1 discard from the blue stake, so it works in the opposite direction as well. It's worth paying the money for. Do I want to try to hold on to this 10? Now that I have the extra discard, I could be a little bit more greedy, perhaps. I'm gonna do it. Punishing. So I could submit a straight here, but I'm not gonna get, you know, any plus molt from the Lusty Joker. I think it'll be fine because we picked up the Saturn card. Yeah, so if that's 4,400, then, you know, maybe I could play this 2 pair, and then with the extra chips from the Lusty Joker, it'll be worth enough points. Or if you were concerned about it, we could discard looking for more hearts. Like this. How about a full house with hearts? Finally beat black stake on gold. Wait, sorry. Gold stake on the black deck. That's tough. Good job. Alright, we can pick up the scholar here. You know, common misconception, people think I'm the scholar. I'm not. I'm the clown. I'm Chaos the Clown. If you watch, you know, more than 2 of my videos, you would know this. Alright, let's pick up the hermit here. And probably overstock, though we do have the seed money and it's already ante 4 and we haven't gotten any value from it, so maybe we should hold on to our money for interest. We're going for straight flushes, not necessarily. How about, so I could play the 10 here just to make sure. 8,000 is probably going to be 2 hands, probably going to be 2 straights, so I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Well, that was more than I was expecting. That is the difference between having the Saturn Planet card and not having it. You definitely come around on Chaos the Clown, Murphy. Yeah, so Clown at minimum gives you $5 per round. What's cool about the free rerolls is like you get to reroll when you normally wouldn't, and you just get to see more stuff. And I think sometimes the reroll is worth the $5, but then you don't do it anyway, even though it's worth it, because you know there's kind of this play pattern of you want to save your money for interest. And then so with the clown, you don't have to like think about it. You don't have to decide is it worth it to reroll or not. You just reroll for free every time. Yeah, it also pays for itself. So you after you reroll, you can just sell it. Also, if you reroll more times, 3 or 4 times in the same shop, then it replaces whatever the most expensive reroll is in that shopping instance. All right, do I want a golden joker? Yes. Now is the time for overstock. So, you know, we were able to hit 8,000, 8,500 with just a straight, one straight that has 2 hearts in it. So, you know, do we need more technology for this 12,000 here? I think 12,000 we're fine. 12,000 we just play 2 straights, but I think 16,000 we don't have that technology yet. So what I want to do here is let's pick up Neptune and the Arcana pack. All right, Moon doesn't help us. Molt cards are pretty good for us, though, you know, we just have the 1 hearts here. I'm going to go with the Judgment instead, since we're light on jokers. Jolly Joker is not exactly what we were looking for. I think I'm going to wait on Overstock, just so that we get a little bit more interest this round. All right, how about 5, 6, 7, 8, looking for... Should I discard the 10? If I keep the 10, it makes it harder for me to find my straight. I'm actually going to play the 10. Maybe for the pair, because this is plus 8. And then this is plus 50 chips. It's probably not going to be enough. I guess I'll discard here. So even though it's hearts here, I'm going to discard just so that I guarantee that I get my straight. All right. Let's play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Great. And then now here's, wait, I got a pair of 8s. I could go for a straight flush. I'm just gonna go for a straight here. So we got 5s and we got 10s that we could go for. Okay, we got the 6. We got the 10. There's only 1 10 left in the deck, so I think I'm going to have to play this 10. Let's discard looking for the 10 anyway. Okay, so 10, 9. There's the straight. Yeah, 4 Phoenix would be pretty good here because then, you know, we can play straights with fewer cards. On one hand, it would be easier to draw them. On the other hand, we would also be able to hold the gold card more easily. Hey, what's up, Cookie Nomster? I recognize you. Alright, what about Overstock? I want Overstock regardless. Then what? Okay, is Jimbo gonna help me? Maybe. Is it gonna be enough? Probably not. I want a Sun card here. Death, maybe. I think what I want to do is I want to go 9 and 5 into bonus cards. And then that way, you know, I have the extra chips. So, you know, here the flint is going to punish you by reducing your base. Base chips and base molt are reduced. But if you have enough molt and chips from your jokers and then from your, you know, enhanced cards, then you'll be fine. And so we have chips from foil here. And so picking up chips from these enhanced cards here, these bonus cards, that's going to help a lot. We have molt in the form of now Jimbo and Lusty Joker, so we should be fine there. As long as you have both, then you'll be fine. All right, someone asked, you know, what deck I consider the hardest now? The new gold stake, right? Because we had before, you know, I said between the black deck and the plasma deck, personally, I struggled more with the plasma deck. I struggled with, you know, getting enough material in the end game. But, you know, maybe now probably I would say the black deck is the hardest. And that's, you know, with the extra Joker stickers, now we have perishables and rentals. And so it's harder for you to assemble 6 Jokers for the black deck. Like even here on the abandoned deck, it took me a while to get these 5. And it's not really 5, right? Jolly Joker is a blank. And then also this Jimbo here is kind of half of a Joker. These Eternals I can't really bet on, so I'm going to reroll one more time. Normally I wouldn't reroll, but because I have Overstock, it's worth it more to reroll. Also this boss I'm a little bit scared of. Crazy Joker helps, so let's do that. Cool. Now we get paid for straights here. If I take the Swashbuckler here, I think definitely it's going to help in the short term. I don't know if it's going to be enough in the long term, and so maybe as an Eternal here, I don't feel comfortable picking it up, so I'm just going to go next. You think painted deck maybe the second hardest? I don't feel that strongly about the painted deck, that it's that much harder than anything else. It is tough though with the painted deck because you have, you know, one less Joker slot. Of course, that's going to make it harder for you to find Jokers, scoring Jokers. But I think, you know, with the extra hand size, what you got to do with the painted deck is you have to find a way to use the extra hand size. And if you're just playing your flushes that you were playing before on other decks, then it's not going to work. So you can very reasonably play straights on the painted deck. And then that way you're actually getting some utility out of having the extra 2 hand size. 9876. I want to play the 5. So here, the straight with the bonus card here, this should be good. Well, I don't know if it's 16,000 points good, but it should be pretty good. Okay. Crumble, welcome back. We are just started, so the runs are, that's it. We're just starting. Alright, Riffraff is pretty cool, generally speaking, though we don't have room for the Riffraff anymore. I think we just demonstrated we have enough to, you know, this previous round here, even with the debuff, we were able to do it. I think here 22,000 we can also do, so I'm just going to keep saving my money for interest. Do I want 14 bucks? Probably not 14 bucks. Yeah, we haven't really tried anything yet, so we haven't really gotten away with anything yet, but I'll let you know when we get there. You'll know when we're getting away with it. Alright, that's it. That's the second straight, and we still got 3 discards left, so let's go ahead and dig for that king. Sorry, that 10. We got a fancy 10, right? We got the gold 10. There we go. We're not going for gold stickers this time because I want to save those for the videos, I guess. I'm playing on a different profile, so you know it's just very chill, low stakes. Well, technically gold stake, but you know what I mean. All right, how about now? It feels a little bit stinky. It feels bad that we picked up the seed money and we haven't really gotten any use out of it, but I do think we need to spend the money in order to survive. So I'm going to open the Celestial pack. If I get a Saturn card, I'll feel better. Neptune card, not as great. If I pick up a Sun here in the Arcana pack, maybe not. Let's go Priestess. All right, these I can hold on to. These I can hold on to so that they won't, give me any more duplicates, and I can try to find Saturn cards later. Photograph is normally very good with straights because you've got the, high level base here. Of course, we don't have any face cards. I don't think I want Flower Pot. It's probably easier to do this on the abandoned deck compared to other decks, but I think I'm going to go for the straight flushes in the long term, and so I don't want to commit to this eternal, so I'm just going to go next. All right, 33,000 we can do with 2 straights. I just need to pick up an 8 here. Like that. See the thing about the buff to the Saturn card, like the straights planet card, is like it was enough to get people to try straights, but straights were already good before. Now they're like really good, and so like even if you're not playing on the experimental beta branch, if you're just playing straights, it's still good. The problem before was you just couldn't play straights with the -1 hand size on the gold stake, and if you were playing on the low stakes, then you didn't need to play straights. You could get away with much less technology. You could get away with just playing flushes on the low level difficulty. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not 100% if this will be enough. Murphy, you haven't played straight since that one time that I like dragged you through kicking and screaming, grabbed you by the ankles. Not intentionally? Okay. I see. You know what, Murphy? If the straights make you uncomfortable, I'm not gonna judge you for that. Openly. Alright, let's pick up our Arcana pack. Give me the Sun finally. Well, I will accept money. Hey, welcome Zeno. You missed it. We're on gold stake abandoned deck right now. We've done 5 skips so far, or like 4 at least. All right. Do I want this voucher? Probably. I didn't even check what the boss is gonna do. First hand face down. Uncomfortable. But we'll see. So if I sort by suit, I kind of want to dodge the hearts. So maybe if I do something like this, I'm actually just going to play it so I can get the information. That way I know what's in the deck, what's under the hood. Same thing with these ones here, these face down ones. I'm just going to ship it. All right, now we can worry about actually trying to make our straight happen. So all we got to do is get hearts, and we could play a straight flush in hearts. We got 3 discards. All right, let's skip. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. That's a straight flush. We got the shortcut. It's not going to stick around forever, but for the short term, let's dunk while we have the opportunity. Oh yeah. We could pick up a glass card here. That could be useful, honestly. All right, 50,000 we know we can do. Negative, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to take a peek. All right, do I want a hallucination? Is it too late for hallucination? Do I need to re-roll for something better? I think we're still good. So I do want the glass card though. So let's do this. Pick up the glass card. Let's pick up the hallucination. Just temporarily. You know, we can always sell it later. And let's look for a sun card here. We could do lovers. We could do... Ooh, that stinks. I don't know. With the justice card here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ace. I don't have to use it now, but I want to get rid of it so that I have room for, you know, hallucination, also emperor. Yeah, would I rather have 2 random tarot cards or a wild card? Probably 2 random. You know, of course, the wild card is guaranteed to help us, but we probably don't need it. Yeah, for folks just joining, we're just doing some warm-ups here on the gold stake, using the abandoned deck, because that's the easy one. We could get rid of the world card. Do I want to open up this standard pack? Do I want to get the boss reroll? I could get this next round. It's only 50% chance for a tarot card. I'll pick up the standard pack. I do need some kind of scoring help. This is not scoring help necessarily, but it is the blue seal, the upgraded blue seal, and so if we're going to play straights, we might as well be doing that. All right, I think now we don't skip. We don't skip for negative, because again here, you know, the odds of it, 1 being something that helps us, you know, so that it's worth the skip, and then also 2, something that where it's you know, non-stickered Joker. We'll see in the next shop. We'll see what it ends up landing on. All right, we got the blue seal here. All we gotta do is find our hearts. Okay, these are hearts, but not the ones that I was looking for immediately. Do I want the glass card? I think we don't need it, so I'm not gonna play the glass card. In that case, I think we get rid of the 2 here. All right, so 4, 5, 8, 9. Now I just need either the 6 or the 7. There we go. There's the straight flush. We got the 2 bonus cards as well. Yeah, so the new blue seal in the new update, whatever the last hand that you play, it guarantees give you that planet card. Yeah, thank you, Cookie Nomster. Good looking out. All right, here we go. Gold. I do enjoy. All right, we have another round here. I don't have to buy the boss reroll yet. I think let's go Arcana pack. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up the devil here. That way I can use it. I'm okay. We do get the sun card. Okay, so if we are going to do that, then I don't have any choice. I just have these 3. Now they're hearts. It'd be better if they were a little bit more spread out, but that's okay. Let's try the standard pack. Glass 10 or purple seal. Purple seal is incredibly tempting, incredibly powerful, but I think maybe we need the scoring help. Maybe we pick up the glass card just in case. Glass 10 here. Having extra 10s is maybe not bad. Not the worst thing in the world. Let's pick up the gold card and consider, do we want the Chad? Do we want the Giga Chad here? Because we can go, you know, we can re-trigger our glass cards. We only have the 2 glass cards right now, but it could be long term, could be worth it. I think I'm just gonna save my money. All right, we have the 9. Okay, to hit 75,000, I'm feeling I want the glass card. To do that, and so here already ace 5-4, looking for the 2 or the 3. Couple different options there. Extra 4 is not going to help us. Alright, these 3s not going to help us. Should I get rid of the 8? Yeah, we could do it. So we got the 7. Now we just need either the 3 or the 2. I have 4 hands, and so I can play 4 times 3 and draw 12 cards. So I have a better than 50% chance to get what I'm looking for, though, you know, I don't feel super confident either. I don't have any 8s or 9s, so the straight with the 10 high straight is off the table. Are we supposed to get rid of the glass ace? I don't think we can afford it. Alright, so we have a pretty good chance that we don't get the 2 or the 3. Pretty good chance that we lose. Pretty sure. So there's the 10 that we can't really use. We could play 2 flushes that have the 2 glass cards, but I think it's not going to be enough without, you know, the extra help from the Crazy Joker and the order. So this is our last chance. And of course we're going to get it here. So we get the straight flush. We could make another gold card. How about a gold 8? And we remove the ace, so it's easier for us to find our 10 now. Alright, we got the Fool to copy the Devil is not exactly what I want to copy. Let's try a Spectral Pack. Hierophant. Hierophant is decent, so we could target the 7 and the 4 for the extra chips. We get an extra blue seal. Or we could go Ankh. This is just bad, right? It's gotta be. We gotta go blue seal. Alright, what kind of blue card do you want? How about a blue 2? Probably not at the 2. Probably the... Since I have the extra 9s, I'm going to go for the 4. Alright. Do I want the Fool for an extra Hierophant, or do I want to try to go for something else? Let's go for something else here. Alright, purple seal. I think I can't afford it in my deck. I don't think I have room this late. It's ante 6, so we're not going to get that many discards out of it anyway. Alright, how about... Let's pick up the boss reroll voucher, but I'm not going to reroll the boss here. I am going to reroll the shop, maybe replacing Hallucination. Arrowhead doesn't do it. One more time. Tribe does. So, you know, it's a rental, but that's okay. So with the ×2 from the Tribe, now we don't need the glass card. We just play any straight flush and we'll have enough points. We can use the Lovers here to guarantee the straight flush, so I think we're good now. So let's discard looking for the lower cards. Alright, we got the 9 here. Let's look for... I'm going to keep the 4, I guess. It's telling me I can't discard that many. Alright, so I could go 10, 9, 6, 4, 5. I'm looking for either a 7 or 8. I have 6 outs. Yeah, and then we can pick up the blue seal here. I got it. I got it. I mean, these we just throw away. This is going to be so magnificently greedy. We get the natural enough straight flush here. We could use the Lovers card on a 10, I guess. I'm going to do that. Maybe I should have sold it for interest. Well, I'm going to have to pay my rental fees. We're getting boned on the rental fees. All right, let's play this straight flush. So we get the D level, but then we get the ×2 from the tribe here. We get the Neptune here from the blue seal. I saved the Fool so that I could do this. When shortcut disappears, nah, we'll be fine. Look, we got the death card here. We could go back in time, one less hand, and then that makes it a little bit easier to score here. I think I do want that. All right, do we want the death card here? Death could copy our blue seal, take the hieroglyph, and go next. So now we don't need the tribe. We don't have to pay the rental fee if we don't want to. Okay, we don't need the glass card. So we get the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Let's see if we can get a 7 or an 8 of hearts. Or a 3 of hearts would also work. Wait, 3 of hearts doesn't work? Okay, we get the 2, 4, 5, 6. Now I can get rid of the 9 and go for either 7 or 8 or 3. Yeah, well, not that 7. This is looking a little bit spicy, a little bit dangerous. Should I throw away this 4 to be safe? Probably. That's not a straight flush. And I think the flush doesn't get it, or the straight, if it's not a straight flush, I think doesn't get us there. I think we're cooked. I think with the -1 hand from the hieroglyph, we just didn't get there. That's rough. Yeah, that happens though. We probably would have had a better chance if we threw away the 2. If we got it though, you know, we could copy with the death card here. We'd be pretty good. All right, let's try another one. All right, here holographic tag. So same as we skip for the foil tag, I think we'll skip for the holographic tag here. And then same as before, we didn't skip for the polychrome tag. We shouldn't skip for the polychrome tag here. Not because it's not useful necessarily, but because the double skip here is tough. It's tough to hit 600. All right, what do we do with this mess? We can try to draw the 5 for the straight, or we can just throw away a mess of stuff and look for, I don't know, some clubs maybe. There's a full house. That's halfway there. How often do I scrap my recordings because of situations like this? Not that often. So Ank asked me about this, and what I told him was, like, if I lose a run and I lose a video or whatever, I lose a lot of time invested in that. So, you know, I try my best not to lose that much. So you get to see, you know, at least like 90% of my runs. Yeah, let's go to do, like, right now today, I don't know what number we're on today. Was it 6 or was it 7? I recorded a win streak, you know, going through a bunch of the gold stakes. So when I'm playing just me, you know, even if I'm recording, even if I'm on the camera, then, you know, I'm like fully locked in. Whereas like here, when I'm hanging out with the chat, it's a little bit harder. All right, how about to-do list? This is great. This is great. It's a holographic. It's eternal, so we can't sell it later, but then we don't need to sell it later. It'll do the thing that it needs to do in the early game. Also, it'll give us the money that'll set us on the right path. I also, you know, I don't attempt that much crazy stuff in my opinion, and so that's why I don't have to worry about losing, you know, when I'm just like making the videos. Because a lot of times if I'm going for some kind of wacky challenge, I'll just restart until I get what I feel is a good start, and then if I get the good start, then I don't have to worry about losing. Greedy Joker, I'm not. I don't need this. If I got the to-do list, I don't need this, so we'll save the rest of our money for interest. How about, we got to play 2 pair, so let's go looking for any pair. That's almost a straight flush. Let's try again for the pair. Wow, interesting. Yeah. How about 2 pair now? There we go. Aces and 4s. Make sure we play 5 here. Alright. So now straight flushes. So that's going to be a pass for this round. Do I want Droll Joker as an eternal here? Probably not. How about Temperance? Yeah. I'll buy it, but I'm not going to use it right away. Let's keep saving our money. Another holographic. We don't need that. Nine, 8, 7, 6. Not quite a straight flush. I'm not going to go for the straight flush. Let's just play the flush. Should be enough points. I guess technically I could discard there, but how about follow it up with 2 pair? Yeah, the only runs that like took me, you know, a couple of tries were when I was doing the old Gold Stake series. You know, I was trying to get Gold Stake on every deck, and most of the decks I was able to get in like less than 3 runs, but then, you know, some of them took like 10 runs or like 7 runs or something like that. All right, Bus on the Abandoned deck. It's not unreasonable for you to think that. I think we'll do it. All right, what else? I want the Wasteful voucher, so maybe we'll save our money for the next shop. I could use Temperance right now, or I could wait to use it. I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. All right, so how about trying to get a full house? So 9s and 4s, perhaps? All right. Trying to get another full house. Okay, so we're down 1-3, we're down 1-6. Let's go for 6s, I guess. There we go. 8s and 6s, just like we planned it. Yeah, in the first demo season, you know, in the winter of last year, or I guess fall of last year, we had the Abandoned deck. That was one of the 3 decks that was available, and so that was my personal favorite, just because it's a lot easier when you got less cards in the deck. And of course the Bus was powerful then. Alright, since we have the Bus, probably we don't need these other things here. I definitely want the Wasteful voucher, I definitely want the extra discard, and maybe we have enough money for these Arcana packs. Yeah, so the food jokers, they can't be eternal because they're perishable by nature, but they can be additionally perishable, differently perishable. So like you could get perishable ramen, for example, and then it would disappear after a set number of rounds instead of a set number of discards. All right, I think, yeah, I'm kind of cooking on the to-do list right now, just playing whatever it says to play. So I don't know if I have strong feelings about these other things here. Maybe I'll just pick up the Emperor for just the random grab bag here. Maybe looking for money. Yeah, both of these, we got in the experimental beta patch, we got the Magician has 2 lucky cards, and we also have a Devil here. So let's go open the other Arcana pack. Aha, we could use the Fool for another Emperor, or make a bunch of lucky cards. I kind of like the idea of making a bunch of lucky cards. That seems fun to me. So how about this? We'll hit the 10, we'll hit the 9s, and then use the Fool to make some lucky cards. I don't know if that's correct, but that's a fun thing to do, perhaps. All right, here I have the 10s, so probably if I want to go for 3 of a kind, I should just go for the 10s. Maybe what I could do is I could play the high card because I have the 9. I'm just gonna go for the 3 of a kind. Maybe we can play 3 of a kind more than once. Do I have an enhancement tier list? Do I think Lucky needs a buff? Do I think Lucky needs this buff, having 2 lucky cards per Magician? I think this is perfectly reasonable. So, you know, if you before the game like fully was released, or maybe it was like in the first couple weeks or something like that, the Empress, the Molt cards here, if we go tarot cards, where is it? Empress used to be +3, now +4. I say now as in it's been like that for months, but you know, it used to be +3 and then it got buffed to +4. Hierophant used to be 20 and then got buffed to 30. In that same amount of time, Magician saw no changes. And so, okay, we buffed the Empress and we buffed the Hierophant, and now Magician is lagging behind. And so it makes sense to have the lucky cards, 2 lucky cards at the same time that we have 2 Molt cards, 2 Hierophant here, or 2 bonus cards. You know, if you check the expected value here, you know, +4 Molt versus you have a 20% chance to get +20, so like 20% of 20 is +4. So if it's +4 on average, then you should get 2 cards for each Empress here, or sorry, for each Magician. Maybe something that I could see now that Magician gives you 2 lucky cards, and you know, they give you not just Molt, but they also give you money. I could see this being like 1 in 5 chance for +15, or I could see it like 1 in 6 chance. 1 in 6 chance doesn't feel good. I kind of like that it's +20 Molt, $20. So it's okay. It's also okay if it's like slightly stronger, the Magician, because I think lucky cards are just fun. And even if you have the same expected value, then it being a high variance mechanic, something that you can't plan around, means you can get away with having a slightly higher expected value. If you want to try out the new patch, the instructions are in the Balatro Discord, official Balatro Discord. Alright, let's play these 7s and 6s looking for our 10s. Alright, let's play the 9s, still looking for our 10s. Okay, we got the +20 there. I'm going to make the lucky 10s, and if I play this, I get the $4 from the to-do list. Yeah, so, you know, kind of the short version of it is if you just go to, in your Steam library, you just find the game, right click on it, select properties, and then under properties you can select the beta. So like, actually it's not that hard to explain. I should have just said that. Yeah. Yeah, thanks Mr. Bean. Alright, do I want the Fist for the short-term burst of plus Molt here? Probably. And we are getting into, you know, ante 3 now, and generally what I suggest is you want to have, you know, 1 scoring joker per ante. This +10 is kind of 1/2. This +5 is kind of 1/2 of a scoring joker. It'll get bigger later, but right now it's kind of small, and so I do feel like maybe I want something short-term here. I can also go seed money later. Let's go Arcana pack. Alright, I can pick up 20 bucks here. Yeah, I'll just take the money, and then that way I can pick up seed money as well. And then we'll be good here. So let's see here, foil tag. Nah, we don't need it. So how do I get 4 of a kind? I don't need to play 4 of a kind. I could probably win with just like 2 pair, but I'm gonna try for the 4 of a kind because I like the money. The beta does not affect your current save at all. Actually, here's something that's kind of interesting. If you have like a run in progress that you're saved and you want to continue, after you install the beta, after you install the experimental version, any stuff that you have on that run already, any jokers, will be the pre-patched version of that. And so like, for example, here like Todd got changed, so now it's plus 31 instead of plus 30. If you have a run right now that has plus 30, the old version of Todd, and you load in the experimental beta, it'll stay plus 30 until you finish that run. Also, it doesn't affect your collection or whatever. Any progress you make in the collection, any gold stickers and stuff like that, any higher stakes wins that you get, all of that still counts in the beta. So all of that contributes. All right, here I'm gonna play the 2 pair and then try to dig for my aces. Ooh, that's kind of, that's too many points. That's not good. I'm not gonna be able to get my aces. Let's do just high card here. Okay, that was better. Okay, let's play the high card 9. I think this is too much. I think we're not going to get the ace. Welcome, folks who are just tuning in. Right now we're just coasting. We're just cooking on gold stakes on the abandoned deck. We started a run where we had straights. We were trying to do straight flushes with we had the shortcut helping us make straight flushes, and we ended up not drawing our cards, and so we ended up losing that run. Some folks asked, do I keep track of win rate? On the previous version of the gold stakes with the -1 hand size, I would say my win rate was between 20 and 30%, depending on the deck. Some decks a little bit higher, some decks a little bit lower. Now, with the new gold stake on the abandoned deck, which is the easiest deck, I'd say my win rate is about 80%, which is not 100%, but it's still higher than I would want it to be. And so I've been asking for it to be made a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult. All right, here the boss says first hand face down. That's probably fine. What I would like to find now is a source of chips, which we don't have. So maybe we could open a Celestial pack. All right, what do you think, team? Should we play straights again? We were betrayed before, but it could be fine if we play straights. Or should we pick up the plutonium here? Give me 1 or 2 in chat. Murphy, I already know what you're gonna say, Murphy. All right, let's go for the plutonium. In that case, maybe we pick up a Hierophant here. Maybe we pick up more lucky cards. What kind of cards? We go for the higher cards, high-ish cards. Let's go aces and 8s into lucky cards. I still need a source of chips though. So, okay, this doesn't matter anymore. I don't need the luchador. Let's save our money for interest. All right, how about 3, 4, 5? Let's play the 9 as a high card. We get the high card on the to-do list, so if that's what you want me to do. So about 1,000 points for that. So we just play 4 of those. Maybe we need a little bit more. We could play 2 pair 1 time. Or... it'll be fine. Yeah. We're scaling up. We don't want to play the straight. Do we want to play the straight? I'm gonna play the high card here for the... Maybe I'm supposed to play the 10 here, high card. Let's do that. Alright, now how about 2-pair? And I could discard looking for my 9s. So we got 17 cards left in the deck. We got 3 discards. So we're trying to get the fancy 9s and the fancy 10s. 9s and 10s here. Let's do it. Or are we not supposed to, because then we don't get as much molt from the fist? Let's go for 9s and 10s. Okay, we got the 9s there. Let's go for the 10s. Okay, we got the 10s and the 9s. We also got the ace. Let's play the aces. And we get to keep the 10 here. That's it. Nice. Full house next. Scholar is decent. Scholar not normally great if you got like 52 cards in your deck, but if we're playing on the abandoned deck, it's going to be easier for us to find our aces, so I feel pretty good about that. Let's go for this buffoon pack. Ooh, it's Michelle. Alright. Bet on banana sometimes. Sometimes banana. Alright, do I want to level up my full houses? No, we said we're going high card to the best of our ability. Ooh, red seal? That could become a lucky card. Do I want the extra discard? Do I want... Is that better than the Scholar, the extra discard? Well, maybe it doesn't matter if we're playing high card. Definitely don't want this Eternal Rental, so let's just go next. Alright, I'm actually gonna discard. Okay. I want to find my aces, so I'm gonna discard like this. Okay. I got 3 of a kind here. Let's ship 3 of a kind. Wait, I gotta go for a full house. I don't have to, but I kind of want to. So if I do this, if I sort by suit, what's this? That's clubs. So could be 10 of clubs, could be ace of clubs, could be either. I don't know. Yeah, how about... I'm just going to throw it away then. We could play it. Let's play it. Just to see what it is. Okay. So if we get the ace, then we're good. We could play the full house here for the money. Safe. Dang. Not only is Michelle gonna stick around, but she's gonna take all my money. Alright, is it time for the square? Is it time to square up? What do you think, team? Alright, get out of here. How about Celestial Pack? Looking for more plutonium? Mercury is okay. We can go, let's make more 10s. Let's make more lucky cards. Bonus card is probably better. Bonus card is definitely better here, but I want more lucky cards. Sly Joker in the meantime while we're waiting to square up here. I think, yeah, we're fine here. I'm gonna save my money so that I can buy the reroll voucher in the next shop. How about go next? Would I consider the Michelle change? Is that a strict nerf? I don't think so. I think a lot of people are happy to see, you know, kind of like plus 15 molt, generic plus molt to every hand is like pretty strong, right? And having it, you know, be able to stick around for like 3 or 4 rounds easily without having to worry about it is like pretty strong. And so I am decently pleased with that. It's just, you know, it just falls off, right? It just becomes not as good later. and that's okay. Hey, all right, here's a lesson to you, everybody. So like every breakup that happens is the correct move at the time that it happens. Like you could get together again later, and then that's also at the time the correct move, but like at the time that the breakup happens is correct. All right, let's play high card here. Sometimes y'all just need to take a break, and that's fine. All right, let's play here. We could play this 4. Actually, I kind of want to go for the lucky cards, right? All right, we could square up here. That doesn't mean it's not gonna feel bad, man. Goodbye, Michelle. Stop taking all my money. Unfortunate. We got the perishable vampire. You know, people said like, oh, it's kind of stinky. You get the perishables on the scaling jokers, and you're right. It is pretty stinky. So this is kind of a blank now. We can't take this at all. You know, I could kind of try to scale it up in 5 rounds, but it's probably not going to be worth it. This is like, you know, because it's the vampire, because it's the, you know, kind of powerful, quick scaling X-Molt, you might be able to scale it fast enough that it is worth it. You know, like you need it to survive, maybe, but then it does like hurt you long term, you know, losing all your enhancements or whatever it is. So I think what we're going to do, let's pick up these celestial packs looking for the plutonium. Yeah, we had a nice amount of money there for a second. Let's go next. What's this? What's on my to-do list? You think we could play a flush? I think we might be able to play a flush. I mean, we got the diamonds here. We go for the diamonds. Wait, we don't even need to use the 10? We could play the flush for the money? Oh, yeah. D, give me the A plus. that's a super secret preview. All right, let's see here. What do we want to do next? We want to get a heart. We could go for a heart. We could play more flushes. We could flush it out here some more. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this is hurting my ability to play the high card, but maybe I don't have to play high card. I just want to. All right, how about this? I'll drop the 9s. All right. Ooh, we even got the 10 here for the money. Straight flush too. All right, if you do the straight flush, you don't get the money. All right, we get lucky here. Hey, by the way, you know, folks who weren't here in the beginning, if y'all need branding for your streaming, check out Deetra. And she'll live stream it too, you know, when she's doing the art stuff, if you just want to hang out and chill. Alright, how about... Alright, we got the fist is out. That's okay. Alright, do we want Olbap here? Mouth's not watching, right? Hey, thanks for... Yeah. I don't know how to do the thing, so thanks for the self-shout-out. Alright, we're not doing this, right? Because we said we were going to do high card. Maybe we do it anyway? Alright. Zano said we do it, so we got to do it. Hey, hear me out. So we got the 4 now, level 4. So this is going to give me the +2. Red seal again? Maybe we pick up the stone card? Probably stone card. Alright. Fist out, you think You think we could pull this off? No discards? It's gonna be hard for me to do the to-do list if I got no discards. We got the clown here. Alright, if we got the clown, then we gotta get rid of that. Alright, let's re-roll. Uranus was not what I wanted to see here, so re-roll one more time. We don't have the gold card, so let's go next. Alright, all spades debuffed. Let's go. Alright, let's play a club. Let's play a 9 of clubs right here. And do I want to try to go for the lucky cards? Not yet. We don't need to. So let's play these. Oh yeah. That was a little bit, we're a little light, I think. Alright, how about this? How about we'll play the 8 and the 4. Alright, how about... I could play my 3 of a kind. My 3 of a kind is kind of decent. Not really. I need this. I need clubs. Where are my clubs at? Alright, let's discard like this, looking for the clubs. These are not clubs. But we could drop the 2 pair here, maybe we get lucky. That definitely didn't hurt. Alright, go. We got a couple more chances for the clubs here. There we go. Do I have anything else in the tank? We could go for some slightly higher clubs. So, play these. There we go. Alright, old Bab here helping us out, to be honest. Alright. I'll admit. I'll allow it. Alright, but we could do way better here. So let's pick up this buffoon bag. Matador, no. Drunkard, no. Skip. We could get the red seal on the 9 here. The lucky 9 is also spades. Okay. And... yeah, maybe I want something like this. I don't know about you. Maybe this doesn't matter if we have bus is already plus 24. Alright, 6 cents is not what we want either. Too late for green. Too late for flushes. What I need is the gelato. What is gelato at? Makes me laugh. Let's go next. How about blue joker? It's not the worst. Maybe we could pick up the Chad here. Giga Chad combo with Old Bap here. You get the retrigger on just the single. You play one card, the high card, you get the retrigger. Is that better than, you know, my chips here? Probably not, because we, you know, the bus is giving us plus 24. All right, let's play 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play these. I'm gonna keep the 5 of spades. If I draw a 3, exactly a 3, then I can do this. Yeah, so that's, you know, we could do that. All right, we don't need to play the 8. We could play the 5. I guess we're gonna ditch the 2 here. What's this say? 4 of a kind? Not gonna happen. Maybe. We do have extra 10s in the deck. We could go for the 4 of a kind 10s. Spades. 8 of spades. How about that? Any generic advice for hitting like the big number, like the E number on unseeded runs? I would say take your time. And what I mean by that is, certainly there's like very powerful jokers that you can build around, like picking up the Baron or picking up the Mime or something like that, or like the Idol, for example, or the Sock and Buskin for the re-triggers. If you commit too much too early, then so like if you try to pick up the Idol and the Idol lands on a card that you can't use, then you're gonna lose, right? And so don't dedicate too many Joker slots to jokers that don't help you now. Figure out what kind of jokers are going to help you survive now, like help you survive the first 10 antes, and then in ante 9 and 10, that's when you can actually start to switch and just pick up other jokers that are going to be helpful. Ooh, we get the money here. Ship it. Yeah, I think, don't undervalue your, like you said, economy. Don't undervalue your deck building. I think early on you want to, rather than go for the jokers that are going to be, oh, I need this in the end game. Well, you don't need it yet, right? And so maybe you pass on a Mime if it's too early. Maybe you pass on Sock and Buskin if it's too early. And you take the jokers that give you the money and give you the deck manipulation, like give you tarot cards, or trading card is very good. Once you have whatever it is, the perfect deck assembled, then you can get whatever. It becomes much easier over time to get even more money per round, by developing, lucky cards and also gold cards. How about gold? Let's see here, diamonds. We can make some diamonds on the fly here. I think in the next round here, 33,000 we can do. Actually, this boss shouldn't be that big an issue since our high card is not actually that high. Love to see the bonus cards here so we can level up. Maybe we're supposed to level up the low ones. No, if we're going to play like 4 cards at a time, we want it to be the higher ones are the ones that we play. And I think we save our money. Play pairs. So now that we have, now that we're squared up a little bit here, we've got blue joker here, we can afford to play pairs if we want. So maybe we can play a pair of aces here. Wait, what's up? Okay, I want to save my diamonds for old Bap here. So if I do that same hand 4 times exactly, then we'll be fine. But maybe that's a little bit hard to do. So let's try this. This will be worth a little bit more because we got the bonus cards. Yeah. Okay. So if we do the pairs that have the, what is it? The bonus cards, then it'll be good. I don't know. Here I kind of want to play the flush here, because it'll be worth just a little bit more points to make sure we're on track. And we got all the lucky cards. Yeah. That was 10K for that. We can play the pair of 9s. We could play this pair of 9s with the diamonds here. How much do I need here? I need 6,000. So if we just play this pair, it'll be enough. And I don't want to discard because I don't want the blue joker to be weakened here. We do technically have the stone card, but if we discard too much, then, if we don't get it, then we're pretty boned, to be honest. Nice. Alright, looking for a little bit more help for this boss. Maybe we can't afford the Ancient Joker anymore, to be honest. Maybe it's just too much dead weight. The problem with going for pairs and high card is, the base scoring is so low that you really need a lot of technology from your jokers here, and I don't necessarily feel that I have that yet. But if I pick up Supernova here for another plus 15, maybe that could be good enough. I feel sad about not using the trading card here, but if I start removing cards from the deck, Blue Joker is going to get weaker, and this is also a rental here. I think I need this. I think I need the plus 15 from the Supernova, and I think I need some Plutonium here. If not, what do we do instead? We could always level up straights. We said we weren't going to do that, so we'll just pick up Uranus here. How early can I tell if I should or if I can pivot to high card? So like, when you get both a source of plus mult and a source of plus chips, once you have both of those two things, then you can successfully pivot to high card. That's what you're looking for. Because what you're looking for is, if I have mult from this and I have chips from this, then now if I go here, none of these numbers matter. Everything gets plus chips, everything gets plus mult. It's when you have just one, if you have just the bus, then you get all the mult, but then your base chips are too low. That's what I'm looking for. All right, here we have the Supernova already, so I'll just spin the wheel. And pick up blank voucher. Do a couple rerolls. Family, no. We could, To the Moon is 10 bucks per round, but I don't know if we have enough score to do 10 bucks per round. Could pick up a green joker, but I think it's too late for that, so I'm just gonna go next. Yeah, so here, if I want to play high card, I could do this. That was kind of like barely enough. I don't know, team. Here the 5 helps. Maybe I'm gonna play just the 5. It's not gonna level up my square joker, but it's not gonna de-level my blue joker either. Yeah, and then here, now I need not as many points, so I can just play the ace. Yeah, so the perishable jokers, the rental jokers, eternal jokers, all of them are, you know, about 30%, about 1 in 3. And they're rolled independently. So you roll for, is it eternal? No. Is it perishable? No. Is it rental? And so the chances of you getting something that's none of those is pretty rare. Well, I guess you can't have overlap between perishables and rentals. All right, let's spin the wheel. Okay, holographic is pretty big, and temperance. Celestial packs are not necessarily super important, and so even if we get the one that we're looking for, even if we do get the Pluto card, so if you do want to go for high card, the celestial packs are not worth as much as they normally are, you know, if you're playing flushes or if you're playing straights, because, you know, just the one Pluto card only gives you plus 10 chips. You already have enough chips, or at least you should have enough chips from your jokers, or if you don't, then you shouldn't be doing high card. What we really need now is, we're barely able to hit 44,000. In order to hit 50,000 is going to be tough. And then we are not scaling fast enough. You know, with the +4 each round on the bus, with the +4 each round on Supernova, these are not growing fast enough. We need some source of X-Molt in order to actually land this plane. Whereas like another build, if you're playing straights, you maybe don't need that. All right, what about Molt cards here or gold card? How about a gold 3? And, okay, picking up the money tree doesn't do anything here, so I will... We probably don't have 50,000, so I'm gonna re-roll. Does hack work? Retriggering my 5. This probably doesn't work. Dusk probably doesn't work either. Alright. The Chad, though, could work, but I don't really have anything that I can get rid of. Unfortunate. I think we gotta go next. I think we have a pretty good chance of not making it here. So it is round 14, and we're just missing out on the X-Molt here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the ace. How much does that do? So that is 17,000. Okay, so we do have enough. We can play a third one of those if we want. We could use our discards and then we'll be able to find our lucky cards. So here the lucky ace. Which means if we can hit 15,000 times 4, I think we still need more before we can hit 75,000. Oops is, pretty good with lucky cards, which we have a lot of, but unfortunately, I'm not able to get rid of anything. Also, the Supernova perishable is not great. Jupiter here. I guess I'll pick it up just because. Maybe I should pick up Saturn. No, we'll pick up Jupiter here because it's easier to assemble flushes. We get another Pluto card. That helps a little bit, but obviously, the +6 molt here doesn't matter compared to 39 here. The chips help though. Throwback. Is times 1.5 going to be enough compared to, what might we get rid of? Like if I get rid of Supernova here, Supernova is currently giving us 30. So here's how to figure it out. If Ride the Bus is giving us 40, then another +30 is, like +75%. So that's like times 1.75 is definitely less than this if I try to replace it. The blue Joker. Currently, our chips are coming from Square Joker, and we have a base of 55. So let's say 150 plus Blue Joker. Blue Joker shrinks every time we play a hand and we have to redraw cards. So maybe out of 150, this is giving me +70. So this is like +50% on top of what we currently have. So this would be worse. Throwback would be worse. Alright, let's try one more time. Riff Raff? No. Alright, a little bit more here, a little bit more plutonium. I think Hierophant does it. I think that's going to be enough for us. It's going to be close though. Yeah, how about this? How about Ace and 8? Then I can play the 8, 5, 4, 2. So we want to play 4 cards for the square. Okay, so now we have enough, right? Now we have, if I have the bonus card, if I have the extra chips, then it is enough. And we have the gold cards to make up for the re-rolling in the shop. Wait, if I want to play 4 cards, there we go. So 10, 9, 8, 5. Beautiful. Yeah, so I think it's important to, keep track of where you're at, how you're doing each round and how much more you need or don't need. Not that that's easy to translate into what is the strategy, what is the action that you should be doing? I don't know, but that's generally what I think about is how much do I need? How much am I scoring? 3 of a kind here. So, if I'm looking at my hands here, the high card is not that great anyway. I guess we're playing high card for the Supernova. If we don't play high card, then we don't get the Supernova value. Here I'm looking for either foil or stone as a source of chips. Lucky Ace, probably. I think I will pick it up just because if we are playing high card, it doesn't matter as much how many cards are in our deck. And if we add more cards, then Blue Joker will do a little bit more, just like a tiny bit more. Alright, 100,000 is going to be tough, but it's not impossible. Definitely having the ace here with the bonus card helps. Alright, this 8 here is debuffed, so maybe play like this. Yeah, if you're playing on Jokerless, the wall is going to be the tough one of the tough ones. And you know, now the final boss in the updated version, now there's only 2 final bosses. If we go look at Jokerless here, where is it? So we removed, we removed the Verdant Leaf, right? It debuffs all your cards unless you sell a Joker, and so okay, if you don't have any Jokers, you can't sell any, so we're going to remove this boss so you don't have to worry about it. We're going to remove the Acorn because, you know, this interacts with your Jokers, and if you don't have any Jokers, then these are too easy, so we're going to remove the easy ones. And so, you know, what happened was you lose a difficult one, not impossible, just difficult, and you also lose the 2 easy ones here. And so you pick up, now the only 2 bosses left are the Cerulean Bell, the blue one, was not that bad, and then the purple one, which is really bad. So now you got to deal with this. 50% of the time, this just kills you if you're playing Jokerless. I think Jokerless will be harder on average than before. Like, you're never going to run into this, but you're going to run into this way more often, the Violet Vessel. Alright, how about we do have the Stone card here, and so maybe something that I'm thinking about is, should I try to play more chips together in one hand, and then that way I can take you know, advantage of the higher molt number? I think that doesn't apply if we're playing high card. If we had some X molt, some kind of multiplicative bonus, then that would matter. But here it doesn't, so I'm just going to play these with the Stone card. Yeah, you know, me personally, I preferred having all of the bosses enabled, and then when you do run into the Verdant Leaf, you know, 20% of the time, for me it's just an extra fun challenge. But maybe that's just me. Alright, let's ship it with the 9 here, maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, we get the Hangman. Normally, love to see it. Maybe with the blue Joker, if that is what we're committing to doing, maybe we don't pick up the Hangman. Maybe we do the opposite. Maybe we just add a bunch of cards to the shop. Alright, we could pick up holographic. Maybe doesn't matter if I have the bus, so we'll pick up the extra chips. And we can, I'm going to skip here. It's not going to be that much different for the blue Joker. We just beat 100,000, so the next one actually goes down. Now it's only 90,000. Sorry, Trey, you asked, what are the boss antes? Which ones? The ones in the Jokerless challenge, or the one that we got coming up right now? Alright, how about let's play the 9. Actually, I should play it like this. That way we maintain the low card, so I can always play 4 for the square Joker. Hey, welcome Pavlov. Yeah, I'm happy to be here with y'all, hanging out with me. I don't need to play the high card, but I am going to discard looking for a lucky card. There we go. Oh, the ones that are 50%? Yeah. So the sorry, the bosses are either the purple one, that's times 6 scoring. So in the final round here, if you go, what is it? You know, an ante-8 times 6. If we're playing on the gold stake, it's like 1,000,000 points. If you're playing on, you know, the base difficulty, it's like, is it 50,000? And then it goes to 300,000? I don't remember what it is. The other one is the blue one. The blue one is forces a card to be selected, which is probably not that bad. Ooh, more plutonium here. Now we do need a replacement for the supernova. 100k base goes to 600,000. Yeah. That seems tough to me. I don't know about you, but that seems tough. Alright, half Joker could be another source of plus molt to replace the supernova. Supernova was giving us 40, so that's not great. I don't feel great about that. Different bosses come in certain antes. Yeah. So the ones that we were showing were the final boss, the ante-8 bosses. You know, because it sucks to, you know, put in like 30 minutes to an hour on a run. You put in all this time, and then you get to the end, the final boss, and the final boss is unbeatable. Like, that really feels bad. Alright, do I want this? Now foil, plus 50 chips. Now that I have level 10 high card, and I have 140 here, we squared up a little bit. Probably we don't do this. Probably this doesn't actually do anything. I still need that X molt. I think it's too late for the Spaceman. You know, I heard Zeno and the Spaceman, they're going through some stuff right now. I feel like they're not really seeing eye to eye like they used to. That's what I heard. Maybe I shouldn't gossip about that. Alright, what about... I still want some kind of X molt here. Pick up the free reroll. Technically, I can't afford this. Technically, that's it. I just can't afford it. So... Alright, go next. Two common jokers? There's no way. Wait. Did we had Michelle for a minute? So there's a chance that we could get it? We'll see how we do, but I don't feel great about this. We do have 2 stone cards in the deck that could help. Yeah, I think we're cooked here. I think we just didn't get the gas, which happens. Like, that's, you know, if you're going for pairs or high card, sometimes that happens. So I think that's like, if that's the thing that you like to do, play pairs or high card, that's one of the big changes here with the new gold stakes. Now with the perishable jokers, it's harder for you to get the scaling jokers. And then without the scaling jokers, it's really hard to be successful with this particular build. With straights is like a completely different story. It's like pretty chill. So like I could play here, I could play the ace, I could play 3 of a kind instead, but high card is better. Alright, that's gonna be it for that one. Alright. Yeah, so, you know, people have been asking me, you know, for different flavors of tier lists or whatever. Apparently, you know, people want my opinion on that kind of thing. So, yeah, maybe what we could do now, I was thinking we would do a live tier list. We go through all the consumables. I do, if that's what we're going to do, I do need a minute to set that up, though. If you don't mind hanging out. Where's the... Oh, I'm zoomed in way too much. I got the 300% zoom on my web browser because I'm an old man. All right, here, let's